Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So when you're working with the Playwright Python automation scripts, you might need to automate the tooltip. Now apparently it looks like it's very easy task, but it's not. Because as soon as you hover this one, this appears and suddenly it disappears. Now it is really hard for you to locate this because you need to locate the tooltip, then you can verify or handle this one. So don't worry, in this video I will exactly show you how to hover, validate and verify the tooltip text. So let's begin. For this demo, I will be using this jQuery UI example, and here you see that this is a tooltip related example, and as soon as I hover on this your age field, it says we ask for your age only for stats purposes, right? And as soon as I move here, it disappears. So how I can locate this one? How I can automate this one? This is the challenge. So in order to do this, what we need to do is that if I right click on this one, inspect this field, because on inspecting this field, basically, we need to hover, and you certainly see that there's change in the DOM. Let me show you again. So as soon as I hover, you need to see over here, okay, in the HTML. So as soon as I hover this one, a div created now. Now this div has a ID and the class. So using this ID or class, I can locate this tooltip. Now, if I look into this HTML completely, the first thing is that this is inside the iframe. So we need to switch to the iframe. Then we need to locate this one. Then we need to locate the tooltip, and then we can verify this tooltip. Now let's go to the PyCharm over here. Let's create one test file, new, and let's name it as test underscore tooltip. And let's copy some code from the previous sessions. So copy this complete one, paste it over here. Let's change the name to test underscore tooltip. And first we need to change the URL. So this is the URL. So let's go copy this one, come back, change the URL. And first thing is that we need to change, or we need to basically switch to the iframe. So let me remove these lines of code from here, and we need to switch to the frame. So frame equals to page dot frame underscore locator, and let's go here and see what is available. So in order to locate this one, so we have this class. So once we have a class, so simply we can write the CSS selector using the dot. So let's copy this one from here, come back and using dot and provide this one. Now, once you have switched to the iframe, what we need to do is that we need to hover on the tooltip. And in order to hover, so basically we need to hover to the field, right? So basically we need to hover to this field. And when we need to hover on this particular field, basically we need to identify this field first, right? So inspect this one, and we have ID equals to age. So we can simply write a CSS selector with the hash, very easy. So copy this one, go back here, and then text box is equals to, now basically this is inside the frame, right? So we need to use frame dot locator, and inside the frame basically we have this age. So simply we use hash because this is the ID, and we can write the simple CSS selector using the hash. Now once you have identified this field, we need to hover on this text box. So text box dot, we have a method called hover. So it will hover on this particular field, and as soon as it will hover, the tooltip will appear, right? This is how it was working. So tooltip is equals to frame dot locator, and here most of the people actually struggle in order to find the locator for the tooltip. So let me show you a very easy way. So as soon as you hover on this one, you will see that a div will populate, right? So go here. You see that we were getting a div over here. Let me close this one and let's hover this again. And close this one. Let's refresh this one. And yep. So close this one. Yep. So again, this is the ID. And as soon as we hover this one, I don't know, suddenly stop giving us the tooltip. So refresh this one and close this one, and it's not giving me the tooltip. So there's some problem here. So let's refresh this again, and no, it's still not giving me. Yes, now giving me the tooltip. Yeah. So here you see that we have this class UI-tooltip. So I can utilize, because it's a class, so simply using the dot I can utilize this one, right? So UI-tooltip, we need to use this one. So dot UI dash tool tip. Now we need to ensure that we are actually getting the tooltip. So simply what I'll do is that I'll print this tooltip value, basically text from this one. So tooltip dot text content, and let's run this one and see what happens. So test underscore tooltip, and we will run in the headed port. So it will open the browser, wait for some time, which is 3 seconds, and then it will locate. Basically, we will switching to the frame, locating the edge inside the frame, then hovering on the text box inside the frame, and then inside the frame, we are actually getting the tooltip. So it will open the browser and should go there, and you see that this particular tooltip got printed successfully. This means that we have located this tooltip successfully. So once you have located this one, you simply need to assert the value, right? So if we go here, so this is the tooltip text. So copy this one from here and come back here and simply expect. Then we have tooltip dot to underscore have underscore text, and text is equal to this one. Now let me change the text intentionally so that we can see that assertion is failing in actual, and then we'll fix this one. Now it will open this one, it will try to assert, and it will fail because the text is different. Yep, so the text is different, and that's why we are getting this assertion error. And the text is basically, this is the actual which we are getting, and this is what we are expecting. So remove this additional, and now if I run this one, it will pass the test this time. So basically the challenging part is that you need to identify the tooltip inside the DOM, which is dynamic in nature. So you need to open the developer mode first, over, and then see the div or any DOM change, and from that you need to locate the tooltip. Now you see that it got passed. So that's how you can basically automate the tooltip.